Welcome to today's special recognition ceremony. I'm Frederick County Executive Jan Gardner, and I'm pleased to be joined by Mayor Michael O'Connor of the City of Frederick and County Council President MC Keegan-Ayer. You can see that a number of people are gathered here with us today, and we are all here today to recognize the heroic deeds of several individuals who took action and assisted law enforcement and fire rescue personnel during a fire that destroyed 7 townhouses on June 7th. These individuals took it upon themselves to notify residents of the danger of the fire before fire crews arrived on the scene. They deserve our recognition and our appreciation for their valiant efforts. Our local first responders, our firefighters, police officers, and emergency medical service personnel are trained to spring into action when we need them most. Civilians aren't necessarily trained to do so and may not always be ready to do so. But because of the efforts of these civilians and all of our emergency responders, no people died or there were no fatalities as a result of the blaze. The people we are recognizing today saw the flames and smoke and they took action. They stepped forward out of a concern for others over their own safety, and they set a good example for everyone. They would probably all say it wasn't worthy of recognition and that they didn't even think twice about doing what they did. But they do deserve our appreciation as well as that of our entire community. So to refresh our memories about the day of June 7th, let me give you an overview of the events of the day. Frederick County Fire and Rescue units were dispatched around 8:54 a.m. to a fire that quickly escalated to a 3-alarm fire. The first units on the scene encountered a row of townhomes with flames coming through the roofs of 4 homes. They noted that Frederick City Police, Frederick County and City Code Enforcement employees, and a Frederick County recycling crew were in the area and were already knocking on residents' doors to help evacuate anyone they could find. The fire quickly spread through all 7 townhouses, and one of the homes partially collapsed. It took approximately 75 firefighters 2 hours to place the fire under control, and crews remained on the scene for an extended period of time, conducting cleanup and overhaul. 12 adults and 5 children lost their homes as a result of the fire, which was estimated to have cost more than $1 million worth of damage. Several members of the fire department were transported to local hospitals for the evaluation of exhaustion, and no civilians were injured. During the fire, the Frederick County Division of Fire and Rescue Services and the Frederick City Police held press briefings on the front lawn of South End Baptist Church to update reporters and the public. The church is right across the street from the townhouses. We want to thank Debbie Cooper from the South End Baptist Church. She joined with others on knocking on doors when the fire broke out and before fire and rescue arrived. The church also opened its doors to the Western Maryland chapter of the Red Cross and the United Way so that these organizations could begin assisting people who would need assistance. The Frederick County Office of the Fire Marshal classified the fire as accidental. It was caused by an electrical failure. And in addition to Mrs. Cooper and the South End Baptist Church, we want to recognize again, employees with the county's recycling contractor, which is Ecology, for helping to get people evacuated. These employees included Manuel Arieta, did I pronounce that correctly? Arieta, okay, thank you. Stephen Long and Benjamin Stadelmeyer. What started as another day taking care of recycling services turned into something that they had not previously expected. We also want to recognize Kathy Evans of the Frederick County Zoning Office, and Angela Alford, Brittany Parks, Marcus Dawson, and Dave Wilt of the City of Frederick Code Enforcement Office. These individuals were on different ends of the row of townhomes, banging loudly on doors and calling out to see if anyone was inside. They were concerned that the fire could extend to nearby townhouses, and they wanted to do everything they could to alert the residents. Kathy Evans knew the urgency of the situation as she was a career firefighter who retired in 2015 from the Montgomery County Fire Department. As the Frederick County Zoning Inspector, she was in the area and stopped to see if assistance was needed. She took photos of the fire and forwarded them to the fire marshal. And so we'd like to give special certificates of recognition to each of the individuals to recognize them and to thank them for their time and their caring and immediate actions. So now I'll turn it over to Mayor O'Connor for a few words.
Thank you, County Executive. Everyone who has a job description laughs about that line that comes at the bottom, all other duties as assigned. And this was a day, well, it wasn't all other duties as assigned, it was all other duties as inherited, all other duties as encountered, all other duties as observed. And the individuals that we're recognizing here today, for many of them, they know every day they go into their place of work, they could encounter really any kind of situation that they have to respond to, and that is why the training that they are provided is so important. For most of them, on most days, I would say the work is unremarkable. It has its own challenges. The work that they're doing is about the life, safety, and health of the residents of the city of Frederick. But today was a day when they could not have expected that they would have to spring into action the way that they did. And it really is a testament to a service-first mentality of all of the individuals that we're recognizing here today and the work that they do on a daily basis on behalf of this community. And it extends beyond the first responders, beyond the code enforcement individuals that we're recognizing today, beyond the service workers in the recycling office. It extends to the neighbors who open their doors, and most notably South End Baptist Church, and everything that they did to provide care and comfort to people who experienced as traumatic a family event as you can possibly imagine. And I just can't say enough about the willingness of those who will go forward when the instinct for most of the rest of us under those circumstances is to step back. And I just thank you all for everything that you do every day on behalf of this community. We are the kind of community that we are because of you. Thank you so much.
And so to that end, I am going to read just one of the proclamations. We have proclamations for everyone up here who was involved. But since all of them are slightly different, I'm going to read the one that we will be giving to the South End Baptist Church. And so if you'll bear with me because I need glasses to do this. This is a certificate of recognition. It is presented to the South End Baptist Church for heroic deeds. In appreciation for your selfless acts in assisting residents whose Carrollton Drive townhouses were on fire on June 7th, 2019. While Frederick County Fire and Rescue Services firefighters, emergency medical service personnel, and law enforcement officers were responding to the incident, South End Baptist Church opened its doors to support the crews operating on the fire and allowed the Red Cross and other organizations to provide neighborhood assistance from the church offices. Your efforts and care are an inspiration to others that do not hinge on physical strength or moral superiority, but a true concern for the safety of all. Through your solution-oriented response and the support of the first responders on the scene of the fire, no one died as a result of the fire and tragedies were averted. On behalf of the citizens of Frederick County and the city of Frederick, we commend you for your outstanding contributions and for ensuring a very bright future for our county. Signed this day, the 16th of July, 2019, on behalf of the county, signed Jan Gardner, County Executive, MC Keegan-Air, myself as the County Council President, and Michael O'Connor, the Mayor of the City of Frederick. So thank you very much. Thank you to all of you. You truly are what makes Frederick County such a great place to live, work, raise our family, and hopefully grow old in. So thank you very much for all of your efforts. We will be passing out the certificates of recognition at the end of this ceremony, but I do want to give all the people who we're recognizing an opportunity to say a few words, if they so choose. So if you want to identify yourself and make any comments you'd like to make, we'd appreciate it.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Manuel Arieta. I work for Ecology. It's an honor to be here today, and we're just happy that we could help avoid any tragedy in this what was already a tragedy. We obviously, like what they said, we weren't expecting to encounter anything like this that day, but when we came upon it, we decided to act, and hopefully, in hopes that no one would get hurt in this tragic fire. Thank you.
I'm Steven. Bucky, they call me Ecology. Like he said, man, we didn't expect that to come about, but we acted. That's why Fire Crew 13. Y'all laughing. This is serious. We did this. Like, I don't know, but it felt good. It felt good saving lives after that. You know, walking around telling everybody, like, look, I did this. I just saved them people. I saved them. You feel good about yourself. I'm glad we got y'all through. Yeah, I was talking to the homeowner. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm glad we saved, you know, we couldn't save everything, but we saved your life. Like, the people that was there. I mean, one person, they went in, tried to come back out to get a shirt on. Like, come on, man, it's a fire. What you doing? But, yeah, it's all right.
My name is Angelia Alfred. I'm with the City of Frederick Code Enforcement. I'm honored to be here today. I've never been this close to a fire of this magnitude, and it's really the first responders, the fire and the police who deal with this on a daily basis who deserve the honor. So I'm just thankful that I was able to help in any way.
Thank you. Brittany Parks, and I'm with the City of Frederick Department of Code Enforcement. Just want to say to my team, thank you for what you guys did. In my spare time, I'm a volunteer firefighter, so I had some training in how to act in these type of situations, but looking at those around me that also stepped in, it was very good to see. It was a great teamwork effort, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Ben Stottlemyre. I worked at Ecology during the time of the fire, and like these guys said, we just kind of just doing our normal job we do every day, and then rolled down the street, we saw the black smoke and then the flames, and just jumped into action. Like Bucky said, sorry we couldn't save everything, but I mean, the most important thing was your lives, so I'm happy everyone's safe and no one's hurt.
Ed Hargis, Chief of Police for Frederick Police Department. I just want to thank everybody up here for stepping up and being the heroes in the community. You helped your neighbors save as much their lives and get them out of the house and any property that was saved as well. It's certainly appreciated. We work closely with the fire department, and certainly we're always recruiting, so if any of you feel like you want to do this full time, jump on board and apply to the police department.
My name is Tom Coe. I'm the interim fire chief for Frederick County. And it's often said that it really takes a village to help a community in a time of disaster. And this incident on June 7th is the perfect example of how that really came into play. We had a really rapidly moving fire where the citizens, the occupants of the home, were really unaware of what was happening on the outside of the building. So if it weren't for your quick actions without hesitation, making them aware of the situation, this could have been a much, much, much different incident. So on behalf of the fire department, thank you very much for what you did. You truly made a difference that day.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm Dave Wilt, work with the City of Frederick Code Enforcement. I was just glad I could help a little bit that day. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Marcus Dossman, City of Frederick Code Enforcement. Just want to say I'm honored to be here, and I guess that's about it.
Good morning. My name is Denise Sparks, and I am a member of South End Baptist Church. I am also one of the residents that was displaced from the fire. I've been in that home for 24 years, and I can't thank you guys enough. I think maybe this guy kicked in my door on the end because somebody thought it was my son, and it's similar look and build. So I'm thinking maybe that was you. Thank you. And I have to thank Debbie Cooper. She called me at work at 8:45 that morning, and it was just like this. Denise, your house is on fire. What I did not know is that she was actually going door to door while it was going on. And I just can't thank her enough for that.
Debbie Cooper, and like Denise said, I went door to door because we saw the fire first, so I'm just honored to be here. Glad we could help.
I'm Mike Cooper. I'm pastor of South End Baptist Church and her husband. Just want to help in any way we can. So thankful for the first responders and the quick action that came and averted what could have been even worse. And we're just grateful for that and that lives were lost.
Okay, they're passing the microphone back there.
My name is Tim Osborne. I'm the chairman of Ecology Services Incorporated. And I certainly appreciate what everybody's done here and all the extra things they've gone through. But I might say a couple of things about the fellows that work with us. These are the guys that are out there at 95-degree heat all day, picking up the recycling, in the winter, in the cold, in the snow, and the rest of it, doing their job. And if they do a great job out there, they just become invisible. Well, they're not invisible to me, and I appreciate all the work that they do. And here, in this case, they're going beyond the call of duty and doing these extra things. And they should know that that for myself and for the company, we won't forget it. We remember that.
Anybody else want to add anything back there? No?
My name's Christopher Christ. I'm a member at South End Baptist as well, but also a long-time volunteer firefighter. So wasn't able to be there that day to help with the fire, but wanted to give back to them. So kind of helped with getting lunch together for those that were out there taking their time to help with the houses, and just a way of our church saying thank you back to them.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate everybody being here today, and we really do want to thank all of you. I often say that Frederick County, and certainly the city of Frederick, that our residents are a part of a caring community where people step up to help each other, neighbors helping neighbors, and this is really a great example of people helping other people and stepping in when they knew somebody else needed help. So we do want to, as a community, acknowledge all of you, take the time to say thank you, to let you know that we appreciate what you've done to serve our community, to serve other people. We certainly want to thank all of our first responders, our fire units, and our law enforcement personnel who were involved to make sure that the fire was put out and that people were taken care of. So on behalf of the citizens of Frederick County, I want to thank everyone involved in the Carrollton Townhouse fires. Your service really helped to ensure a better outcome for the people that are there. You certainly can rebuild your homes, but saving lives is always the key focus. I think we might have, you might have lost an employee from Ecology who now wants a career in the fire service. So you just never know how these things are going to work out. But thank you all for joining us today. And if you see any of these people out and about in the community, please join us in extending your thanks to them. And really, we appreciate all of you stepping up to help people in need. As my mother always says, you don't have to look for people to help, they're all around you. And so thank you for living that motto. Thank you for joining us. This is an example of Frederick at its best.